Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I recently chopped off all of my hair, which is such a huge change, but I've been having a lot of fun playing with shorter hairstyles, and this one is one of my favorites. I feel like since I cut my hair, it looks way healthier, it looks fuller, and curling it this way makes it look like very voluminous and just, I love it. So today I'm going to show you how I get these curls, what products I'm using so that you can get the look for yourself. If you want to see how I get these big, messy curls, just keep watching. This is what my hair looks like naturally. I washed it yesterday and just let it air dry. So as you can see, my hair is pretty straight. I do prefer it curly. I like some body and volume, and this hairstyle gives you all of that. So to get this hairstyle, I'm gonna be using my favorite wand. This is the T3 Micro Wand, and I believe the set that I bought is called like the T3 Whirl. So these barrels here are interchangeable. This one is the 1-inch or 25mm barrel, and the set comes with two other styles. It comes with like a tapered one and then a really chunky one to give you like big loose waves. But today I'm gonna be using the 1-inch barrel. This is what I use pretty much every day to achieve curls with my shorter hair, and I really love how it looks. The first thing I'm gonna do is spray in some dry conditioner, and I do put this in before I brush my hair. I feel like it makes it a little easier to brush. For this, I'm gonna be using the Living Proof. This is the Instant Defrizzer Dry Conditioner, and this one is the small little bottle. So I'm just gonna spritz this in, kind of all over, and don't breathe it in, because that is like, it's a lot of powder. So then I'm just gonna brush through my hair and get out any tangles before I start curling it. So for this hairstyle, I'm just gonna clip up the top layer. That way we can just have 2 layers of curls. If your hair is thicker, you might wanna do 3 layers. I would say, my dog is laying in my clothes right now. You comfy? Just making a bed. So if your hair is thicker, you might wanna put it into like 3 different layers. That way you can curl it easier. But for me, I'm just gonna put it in 1 layer. So I just take the top half here and clip it up. Okay, now we are ready to start curling. I have my curling wand on the 3rd level, so you can adjust the heat up to here. This is high heat, and then obviously that's the lowest. So I have it like medium high, I guess you would call it, and I'm not exactly sure what temperature that is, but it's enough to make the curls last all day, and sometimes, depending on how humid it is or if it rains, if it's a little drier out, my curls will last like 2 to 3 days, which is really nice. So I'm just gonna start sectioning it off. I do take kind of small sections, so maybe a 1-inch section of hair. And for this front area here, I'm always gonna curl away from my face. So I just point it downward, and I'm gonna keep my hair flat. So I wrap it and just keep the hair flat, and then pull it around. Okay, let's try that again, because short hair problems. Okay. So I am gonna leave about 1 inch at the bottom because I do like when the ends are a little straighter. Just hold it on for a few seconds, then after I let it go, I do hold it in my hand before letting it drop. I feel like this just lets the curl cool down a little bit before dropping it, and it makes it a little bigger. One of the tricks to getting my hair to look more voluminous and bigger is to alternate the curls. The front section, these front pieces, I will always curl away from my face, and then I start alternating to curl them the opposite direction. So this next piece here, I'm gonna curl forward. So we're gonna do the same thing, just make sure it's nice and smooth. And then this time we're just gonna pull it forward. Do the same thing, leave about a 1-inch piece at the bottom. Drop it into your hand and let it cool for a few seconds. So we're just gonna repeat this. Now this next piece here, I will go backwards again. When you curl it like this, it keeps the curls from interlocking with each other. So here, they won't connect. So like if they were curled the same way, the curls tend to loop around themselves and can kind of create like one big curl, which it's pretty if you want that style, but to make your hair look bigger and more voluminous, alternating the curls doesn't allow them to do that. So it just gives you more body and more volume. So we're just gonna repeat that same thing, just alternating the curls all the way around. We are making progress. It's already looking so much bigger and so much fuller. And remember, we still have another layer up here, plus we're gonna pull it apart. So get ready for some big hair. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing on this side. This front piece, we're gonna make sure we curl it away from our face and leave a little bit at the end. And then we're gonna start alternating. And if your hair is longer, you can still get the same look. You just might wanna go up to the next size barrel. So this one is the 1 inch. You would probably wanna use the 1 1/4 inch or 1 1/2 inch barrel. And you can do the same thing and get like really nice, big, voluminous curls. For these under pieces, if you aren't good with working behind your head, you can definitely curl these ones from the front. For some reason, I can curl them behind my head on this side, but when it comes to this side, I have to curl them in the front, or I'll end up burning myself. So just be careful, because I have burned my neck doing this, so just make sure you keep it far enough away. Now that we have that bottom layer done, we are ready for the top section. So for me, I always part my hair kind of off to the side. That's just like what it naturally wants to do. It just kind of always goes to that side. You can part it any way you want. Okay, now we're gonna start doing the same thing, just alternate the curls. And when it comes to the top section, I do like to work in smaller areas. I just think when you do a smaller curl and you're alternating, it just makes it look even bigger and even more voluminous. You like your bed. I really need to clean my closet. There's clothes all in it, but hey, makes my dog happy, so it's a good excuse to leave it there, right? So once I get to this little front area, which I kind of call like my bangs or whatever, anything that's like right along my face, I always make sure to curl it away. So if you curl it forward, it tends to just keep falling forward and keep falling in your face all day. My last piece I curled forward was here. So anything forward from that, I will curl it away from my face just to keep it from falling forward. I'm definitely not as coordinated doing this side of my hair. I don't know what it is. It's just always harder. Okay, once I get that whole top layer done, I will go in and add a few more curls to the back. I do have a cowlick in the back of my hair, so I feel like it always looks a little funky. So I like to section off the back here, and I'll turn around so you can see. So I'll just take a few sections. It always looks a little flat here, so I just take small sections and I'll alternate the curls back there as well. So here's what it looks like once it's all curled up. Obviously, I'm not gonna leave it like this. It is a little too perfect. So I'm just gonna run my fingers through it and just fluff it up a little bit. You can totally brush it, do whatever you want. For me, I just prefer to run my fingers through it, just loosen it up. And this will also make your hair look much bigger. But you can see how I told you that the curls don't like interlock with each other. You see how they just kind of like just poof up, which I love. Okay, once you have it all loosened up, you'll want to go in with some volumizing spray. So today I'm going to be using this one. This one is the Drybar Triple Sec. And this one is like, it's for texture and volume. So I'm just gonna spritz this in mainly at the top area. And this will also help keep those curls separated and just give it a little bit more body. Okay, once I have it all fluffed up the way I want it, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of smoothing oil. So this one is the R&Co Tinsel. This one is the smoothing oil. So I'm just gonna take one small pump, warm it up between my hands, and just run it through like the ends of my hair, just to smooth them out a little bit so that they're not all crazy and go in every different direction. I also will smooth out any frizz at the top with this. I don't put a lot, so I just put it on like my fingertips. just whatever's like left in the palm of my hand, and then I just kind of lightly run it over because I don't want the top of my hair to be flat and I also don't want it to look greasy. So I just kind of pull them down. So this is the finished look. It's super easy. It's a really easy way to get big, voluminous curls. And I think I only used 3 products doing this, so very effortless. And like I said, when I curl my hair like this, as long as it doesn't rain, the curls usually last for 2 days, which is really nice because then the next day I just wake up, run my fingers through it, and I'm good to go. I listed all of the products that I use down in the description box. Just click show more and everything is listed there. I also will link up my outfit details and this little necklace because it's one of my all-time favorites. I love the way it sparkles in the light. If you found this tutorial helpful and want to see more like it, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss a video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bye.